Our Spangled Banner, followed by the Benedictine Alma Mater. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, God our Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, fans, strength to pursue excellence during this game. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace, that you would provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son. Amen. referee, Mr. Scott Eastburn. The umpire, Mr. Jeff Saint. The head linesman, Mr. Brian Bernazik. The line judge, Brian Ladner. The back judge is Mr. Robert Carr. Ladies and gentlemen from Buffalo, New York, please welcome Buffalo Canisius Crusaders, led by head coach
Another
Craig
exciting matchup
Benedictine.
between the Canisius Crusaders and your Benedictine Bengals here at Euclid Community Stadium. Joining me today is Brian Karras and Lex Earp. Today's the homecoming game for the Bengals, with kickoff set to be 1 o'clock p.m. The Bengals coming into this game are 3-3 with a huge win last week over Normandy, 59-20. Canisius from Buffalo, and this is the second New York team we've played this season. Coming into this game, Canisius is 1-3, coming off of a big win as well.
Also, at halftime, the 1973 and 2003 state championship reunion is today. This is the 50th anniversary for the 1973 team and the 20th anniversary for the 2003 team.
Luke Reed this year has been phenomenal, with 141 carries for 790 yards and 13 touchdowns in just 6 games. He's led by his offensive line with seniors Deontay Sims, Darnell Johnson, Eddie Dinwiddie, junior Michael Duckworth, and sophomore Braylon Rose. The young sophomore quarterback Matthew First has impressed a lot of people this season, has proved a lot of people wrong, leading this team to a 3-3 start. Jace Baldwin is the Bengals receiving leader. He has 21 receptions for 352 yards and 4 touchdowns in the 4.5 games he's played this season. Chris Maloney is another key piece in this Bengals offense. He's made a huge impact for the team as well.
Chris is also a wrestler and qualified for states this past year as well as an American wrestler. He can do it all. Nehemiah Seals and Joseph Pomnian are also receiving threats for this Bengals team.
Defensively, senior captain Shamar Darling has done an amazing job of leading this Bengals defense.
Linebackers James Yane and Jameer Church have been two of the biggest players on this Bengals defense. Both juniors have played their best football so far this year. The defensive line starters for tonight are senior Eddie Dinwiddie, junior Tashawn Wilson, and sophomore DeAndre Taylor.
Coaching tonight is Joe Privas, class of 94, has made many improvements to this Bengals team so far. Seems to be more disciplined and playing more like a team.
Coach Adam Prevost, offensive line coach and math teacher, played on the 2003 state championship team.
For about 4 minutes now until kickoff. So today, as we stated before, is the homecoming game. Homecoming is tonight.
And the theme for homecoming is Glow in the Dark, brought to you by a teacher suggestion. Shout out Mr. Gambin. Thank you for the suggestion. Emerson, tell us about the Bengals team and how they've been playing recently.
Well, last week was a really big win, as we can tell, winning the game 59-20 on the road. That's always nice to get a big road win and get us to 500. Started off with the season 0-2 and then started to build things up, winning 3 of their last 5 games.
Seems like confidence is the key for this young Bengals team. Just once you get going, everyone just seems to be in the right spots, and seems like our young quarterback is playing his best football.
This young quarterback also has the assistance of Luke Reed on his backside. Always there to break out a couple yards, really always keeps his feet moving, hard to get down.
Yeah, I would say Luke Reed has been one of our most dominant players so far this season. I mean, the stats say it all, folks. He has clearly dominated the field.
He's had a monstrous year with 142 carries for 798 yards and 13 touchdowns.
Let's hope tonight Luke can get 800, maybe 900 yards. Luke's on track right now to hit 1,000 yards this season, which is impressive at any level of football, college, NFL, high school. Very impressive what Luke Reed's been able to do this year.
And just a little about Canisius, they do have a small roster of guys, a little bit over 30, I believe, but is not a very big team. So hopefully the Bengals can wear this team down.
Let's hope.
And with barely 2 minutes on the clock, the game should be starting soon. We're just waiting for this Bengals team to come out of the tunnel.
The Canisius Crusaders also played against Walsh Jesuit this year, and they lost that game 41-14.
Benedictine played Walsh as the first game of the season away. They lost 49-26, so Walsh definitely a powerhouse, but a good comparison there for the two teams to compare themselves.
Definitely see how this Bengals team can play against a team they've played similar before. Hopefully can get a good outcome today. The Bengals have been doing pretty decent at home.
And here come the Bengals now. Led out by Luke Reed and Eddie Dinwiddie.
Augie Rosalina and James Yang carrying your flags for today.
Both juniors on this Bengals team, and they have been a big help so far this season.
Yes, they have.
Juniors comprising the majority of this Bengals roster here. A pretty young team. A lot of guys stepping up big time this year, playing some of their first varsity minutes earlier in the season, but starting to settle in now.
Yeah, and with some key injuries by Xavier McKinney and Antonio Hobbs, sophomore John Jones will really have to step up today.
On the defensive side, yes, he will. And Jeremy Aid also will have to step up on the receiver side as Antonio Hobbs goes down.
Now, Emerson, tell me a little bit about the key importance of getting this fourth win and going above 500.
Well, after last year, it was a bit of a struggle last year, as we know. So getting above 500 will feel good for the team, be on track to make the playoffs. We got to take everything 1 week at a time. Can't look too far ahead. And the Bengals are going to receive the first half kick with Luke Reed and Chris Maloney back to receive. It'll be number 30, Matthew Dion, the junior, kicking it off for Canisius.
The Bengals so far this year have started pretty well every game. Usually get a good touchdown or field goal, and at least put some points on the board. Hopefully we can start that momentum again today.
And here's the kick. It's a short kick. It's going to be picked up by Chris. Chris is taking it at the 25. Luke gives him a block. He cuts it upfield, and he falls forward to about the Bengals' 32-yard line. Pretty good field position to start it off. And here comes the Bengals offense, led out by sophomore quarterback Matthew First.
Matthew First, 60% completion on the year so far, averaging 12.1 yards per pass. So pretty good ratio there.
Yeah, can't ask much more from a sophomore QB.
Bengals are going to go in shotgun formation with Reed and Maloney on his side. He gives it to Chris on the outside. He runs out to outside. He's to the 35. He makes it, and he takes a man all the way down to the 4. Oh, they marked him out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Soon to be number 54, Aiden McKecka on the tackle.
Yeah, with two running backs, a big dual threat for against Canisius. I mean, the Bengals can really get you in a bad spot with these two great running backs.
Both really fast as well. Chris just got the outside, got 7 yards on that carry. Bengals still in shotgun formation. This time they'll give to Reed. Reed bounces to the outside, but he doesn't have anything, and it seems he might have gone back to the line of scrimmage on that. Tackled by number 54, Aiden Mecca again.
Now a 3rd down and 3. A good throw by Matthew First. We got to keep momentum going, especially on the first drive. Is really important.
Yes, it is. Bengals break the huddle. Joey and JJ on your near side. JJ lined up in slot. Reed and Maloney both in the backfield. And Nemo split out left. The snap, first drops back, quick pass. He hits Joey and makes the catch at the 45-yard line. First down, Bengals.
Great catch by Joey Pomian. It was a little high, but
went up and got it.
yeah.
So now it's going to be first down, Bengals at their own 46-yard line. That's a nice first pass drawn up. Just get it in the quarterback's hand, get it out quick as possible, get the first down.
You're definitely a quick pass team for sure. That's our style of play.
Bengals still with Maloney and Reed in the backfield. This time the play action to Reed. First is throwing into JJ on a post route, and he overthrows him by about a yard. Coverage on that play is Jaden Clark, the junior.
JJ Baldwin, been one of our better receivers all season long, has definitely been a big help this season.
Yes, he has. He's Bengals' leading receiver this year, and he's only played 4, and he only got to play the first half of that Walsh game from the suspension. But now Bengals are going shotgun, Maloney, Henry in the backfield, Nemo and JJ on your left side, Palms on your near side. The snap, the give to Reed right up the middle. Reed cuts it to the outside. He makes a man miss. He's still going. He gets pushed out of bounds at about the 44-yard line by number 23, Amari Wallace. First down for the Bengals.
It is just crazy. Luke Reed was made contact maybe 2 yards after the line of scrimmage, and he got a first down, which is huge.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 at Canisius' 44-yard line. Maloney and Reed both still remain in the game. JJ and Nemo split out left. Joey on your near side. First and shotgun. There's a flag on the play. They're calling offside. It looks like offside on Canisius. So it's going to be 1st and 5 now for the Bengals.
That's something Canisius is definitely going to want to be aware of today, as last week in their 49-7 win, they had 10 penalties. And the Bengals struggled with penalties a little bit last week, but not to the extent of having 10 in one game. That's a rough number to keep.
Bengals in shotgun formation, Maloney and Reed in the backfield. The snap, the give to Reed, and he's hit right away by number 23, Amari Wallace, once again on the tackle. Maloney exits the game while 24, Augie Rosalina enters the game. It's going to be a loss of 1, so it'll be a loss of 2, so it'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Bengals. 9:50 here left to go in the first quarter. First lined up under center, JJ and Palms on your near side, Rosalina tight end. He brings Rosalina in motion, Reed in the backfield, to give to Reed. Reed cuts it outside, gets a couple extra yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 now for the Bengals. Reed with the rush of 4. Luke Reed now is at the 900-yard mark for the season. Congrats to him. The Bengals go quick, and Reed is hit right away by number 46, Hunter Jancy.
Seems like the Bengals are staying on the field.
For 4th down and 3, Rosalina exits the game while Chris re-enters the game. All right, Bengals are going shotgun. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Reed and Maloney in the backfield. Play action, they give it to JJ. JJ cuts it up middle. He has a block, he makes a man miss. He's just trying to push for it.
It looks like he came a yard short.
I wonder what they're going to call it.
It's going to be close.
Definitely gonna have to look back at the chains.
I think they're going to, the officials are discussing it right now. Official timeout. They're bringing out the chains here.
Definitely a great run by JJ, though. He got almost tackled in the backfield and still made.
Whoa. All right, well, there's going to be a turnover on downs for the Bengals. So here comes the Bengals defense, led by senior captain Shamar Darling, number 9. Canisius will start at their own 34-yard line. That was an unfortunate drive for the Bengals, just coming up a yard short on 4th down. But now we get to see what this defense can do, maybe force a turnover, force them to punt, give the offense another chance to score. Canisius led by number 11, Vincent Zimmerman, quarterback. And they're going to go shotgun formation with tight end in the backfield. They bring number 3 in motion. And they fake it to him, but they give it to the running back, and he's hit right away by James Yang. And the ball seemed to have come out, but it's picked up by a Canisius player.
Great tackle by James Yang. He got him almost at the line of scrimmage. It looked like the guy fumbled it, and another guy picked it up, but still a great play by James.
Number 27, Amir Hernandez with the carry, fumbled. But with the fumble, Canisius picks it up, and they ended up with a gain of 2. So now it's 2nd and 8 for Canisius. They're going 2 backers, 2 receivers split out left, shotgun formation, 1 split out right. They give it to number 0, Elijah Kimball. He makes a man miss. He got the outside, and he's pushed out of bounds by number 20, Kelly Nickler. But there's a flag on the play in the backfield.
Definitely looked like a holding call on the Canisius team.
That's what I think it was.
Looks like he wrapped up DeAndre Taylor, the sophomore.
So yeah, it is going to be a holding call here on Canisius. So they'll push him back 10 yards. Now it'll be 2nd and 18 from their own 27-yard line now.
Another big flag, like Lex was saying earlier, that cost Canisius 10 flags last game, and you're already at 2 today. Not a good start.
7:24 here left to go in the first quarter. It's 2nd and 18 now for Canisius. Canisius going shotgun formation. 2 receivers split out right, 1 on your near side. They bring number 4 in motion, but they get to number 0. And he makes a man miss, but he gets eventually wrapped up by number 51, Tito Wilson. A gain of about 3 on the carry.
Elijah Kimball, the running back on that play for the Crusaders, the freshman, had 14 carries for 143 yards last game and 2 touchdowns. So
seems like
big part of this
heavy.
offense.
Seems like a heavy running back team, just like this Bengals as well. And they have also substituted J.J. Baldwin into the game to put him at safety.
It's 3rd and 13 now, 6:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Ball at their own 31-yard line. Canisius is going to go trips right. There's a flag before they even get set up. Oh no, someone called timeout.
No penalty on the play.
Timeout Canisius. They saw something they didn't like.
I'm liking the aggression from this Bengals defense so far. Obviously a huge hit there from James Yang to knock that ball loose. Even though Bengals didn't recover it, that bodes well for the intensity that the Bengals will bring to this game.
Let's hope the Bengals here get force a stop and force Canisius to punt here. Get the ball in good field position, let the offense come back out there.
Yeah, one just has to help the other. This young Bengals defense could really make a difference especially in any game they've been playing, because they've played some really good offenses, and if they get them off the field quick, this Bengals offense with Luke Reed behind it can do some damage.
Canisius here is going to go trips right, shotgun formation. 2 tight ends here in the game for Canisius. Bengals showing blitz. They send 4. He fires to the right side. It's incomplete. Pass was intended for number 26, Evan Dean. That'll bring up 4th down and 13 for Canisius. And Canisius is keeping their offense out there on 4th and 13 from their own territory.
Interesting call. Let's see what.
I think.
Oh, it looks like he might punt it.
Oh, he's punting it. Okay, the quarterback punts it. JJ makes the catch, calls for a fair catch at the 41-yard line.
Interesting. I've not seen that before in a high school game.
Quarterback punt.
Could be dangerous on some fakes.
Yeah, for sure. But it's still a decent punt for a quarterback. It's not usual that a quarterback can punt the ball like that.
Well, now the Bengals are going to start at their own 42-yard line. They're going to go shotgun formation here with Reed in the backfield. Rosalina at tight end. They're going 2 tight ends here, actually. There seems to be some movement up front. And it's going to be a false start here on the Bengals. So that'll push them back 5 yards. So now it'll be 1st and 15 from their own 37-yard line. Bengals started the 40-yard line. They got to take advantage of these opportunities. You can't afford dumb mistakes like that to push you back even just 5 yards.
For sure, not a way you want to start your second drive, especially when you were doing so well in your first.
Bengals are going to go first lined up under center, 2 tight ends, JJ and Nemo at receiver. First drops back, and he just throws it up to JJ. And there's a lot of
Tough battle there between the two of them.
on the coverage there was Teddy Cianco breaking up that pass. So now to bring up 2nd and 15 here for the Bengals.
First did not have a lot of time to throw that ball. I mean, practically when he got it, he was already had someone in his face. So kind of seemed like a little desperation throw.
6:17 here left to go in the first quarter. No points yet on the board. So now Bengals are going to go shotgun formation. Joey Palms and JJ on your near side, Nemo on your far side. Rosalina line up at tight end. They bring JJ in motion. And there was more movement up front. It's going to be another false start on the Bengals.
2 penalties on this drive for the Bengals, and we are stuck back in our own territory.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 20 here for the Bengals from their 32-yard line. They just kept letting little stuff hurt them.
Yeah, silly mistakes. Seems like we are missing our big offensive line, Xavier McKinney, today.
Number 60, Patrick Sullivan, checks into the game for Canisius. 6'2", 290 pounds. Bengals offensive line is going to have to watch out for him. That's a force to.
Yeah.
That'll be tough to defend.
First lined up under center. He brings Rosalina in motion with Reed in the backfield. They give it to Reed. Reed just hits the hole and he's going. And he gets about 10 yards there on the carry. So now it'll be 3rd and 20 here. Reed is fast.
Great play there by Michael Duckworth, managing that 290-pound defensive lineman. That was an impressive play there from him.
Patrick Sullivan, 3rd down.
So now here it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Bengals. Bengals are going doubles, and Jeremy A, number 14, checks into the game for Rosalina. First lined up in shotgun. He rolls out right. He looks back left. He's going to keep it himself, and he's running. He has the outside. He's still going, and he gets ran out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 20-yard run for Matthew First.
First turn on the Jets and kept on going.
First down, Bengals.
There's a shot of energy the Bengals could use.
Yeah, once you get the Bengals crowd into it, it's pretty much relentless, and they will not stop until this game is over.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 from Bengals now in Canisius territory. Jeremy 8 remains in the game. Bengals are going trips left. Shotgun formation with JJ on your near side. Reed in the backfield behind First. They bring 8 in motion. They fake to Reed. He's looking, and he fires. He hits Nemo across the middle. Nemo's going. He makes a man miss. And he's taken down after a gain of about 7. On the tackle there was number 4, Jaden Clark.
Great play action. Way to find Nemo right in the space in the middle of the field.
It was a great play by the Bengals, and my mistake. That'll be a first down for the Bengals. Now they're at Canisius' 29-yard line. Bengals are starting to cook something up here.
As Father Michael would say, now they're cooking up with gas.
Bengals are going shotgun formation. First line's up under center now. Reed in the backfield. The snap, play action. He's looking, and he throws it to Nemo and misses him by about a yard. There is a flag on the play, though. And Nemo seems to be hurt after that play. There on the coverage was number 10, Teddy Sianco. Holding on Canisius, so that'll push the Bengals up 5 yards.
Hold against the Crusaders. Be a 10-yard penalty. It'll be first down at the Crusader 19.5.
This would be a very big loss for this Bengals team if Nemo would have to be taken out of the game. He's been playing very well all season and has been Matthew First's biggest targets.
Nemo's still down. He starts to sort of rise to his feet. Now he's standing up.
Looks like his shoulder.
His left shoulder, yeah.
Must have landed on it awkwardly when he was going for the ball.
He seems to be in pain here. Well, Bengals are going to have to start now. 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. Luke Carlton now enters the game for Nemo.
Luke Carlton is a sophomore at Benedictine.
Also the holder for Bryce Mating, the kicker.
First lineup in shotgun. He gives it to Reed. Reed cuts it up the middle, but he's hit right away by number 54, Aiden Mecca. Makes the tackle. Bengals get a gain of about 1 on the play, so now it's going to be 2nd and 9 here. Canisius' 18-yard line.
Very long drive here for the Bengals.
Definitely wasting a lot of time. 4:25 left in the first quarter, and definitely been low intensity, low scoring game so far. So the Bengals got to pick it up a little bit, put some pressure on Canisius.
First lineup under center now. They bring Rosalina in motion. He gives it to Reed. Reed hits the hole, and he's hit after a gain of about 2, maybe 3 there. The play made by number 23, Amari Wallace. Someone seems to be shaking up a bit for Canisius. That seems to be Amari grabbing that left ankle. And Nemo's now re-entering the game. Carlton exiting the game.
Hopefully that shoulder does not bother him too much to go up for balls, but Let's see how he can come back after an almost touchdown.
Bengals are lined up under center. Reed in the backfield. Seems to be a freeze play. Try to get Canisius to jump off sides. They didn't jump, so Bengals called timeout on this 3rd and 7 here, the first one taken from the Bengals. 3:19 now left to go here in the first quarter. Still 0-0 score. Bengals have the ball at Canisius' 16-yard line. 3rd down and 7 to go.
Seems like this Canisius team has put a lot of pressure on our offensive line to make some plays.
Bengals are going to be in shotgun formation with Joey and JJ on your near side in a bunch. Nemo split out left by himself. Coach P saw something he didn't like, changes the play first, talking to the O-line. Reed in the backfield next to him. First drops back, he just throws it up. He tries to hit JJ, and it hits JJ's left hand. So now it looks like the Bengals are going to bring out their kicking unit here to attempt a 33-yard field goal from Bryce Mayteen.
As I said previously, a few weeks ago, he is also the varsity goalkeeper.
Soccer team goalkeeper, yep.
The snap, the hold, the kick is good by Bryce. 33-yard kick, and that puts the first points up on the board for the Bengals. Now it's 3-0. Bengals are up, 3:09 left to go here in the first quarter. First year kicker Bryce Mayteen cannot complain at all with what he's doing this year.
Definitely been very consistent so far, as you said.
Mayteen is going to be kicking it off here for the Bengals.
Sunny 71-degree weather here today in Euclid.
Back to receive for Canisius is number number 3, Jack Eskridge, the sophomore, and number 0, Elijah Kimball. Both back to receive the kick from Bryce Mayteen.
This will be Canisius' second drive of the game so far. First one didn't go so well for them. The Bengals stopped them, and they were forced to punt it.
Mayteen with the kick. It's pretty good. So receives it at the 12-yard line. He's going to his left side. He's chased down by Maloney. Maloney misses the tackle. He's still on his feet. Seem to take all 11 guys to take him to the ground. About a 13-yard return here. 3 minutes now left to go here in the first quarter. Canisius will start with the ball at their own 25-yard line.
Last drive, 2 run attempts, 1 throw. Run game for this team seems to be like a big aspect.
Canisius is going to line up under center now. 3 tight ends in the game. ISO formation, bounces out to the outside. Shamar forces him out of bounds after a gain of about 7 on the carry by number 0, Elijah Kimball, the freshman. So now it's Canisius ball at the 37-yard line, 2nd and about 4 to go. So Canisius is going 2 tight ends now. Motion, they give it to number 3, Jack Eskridge. He gets the outside. He makes a man miss, and he's eventually taken down out of bounds by number 11, John Jones, after a gain of about 9, 8 maybe on the carry. So now it's going to be a first down, Canisius, 2:47 left to go here in the first quarter. Bengals are up 3-0. That was Jack Eskridge, the sophomore, with the carry. Canisius now shotgun formation, 2 running backs. They give it to Elijah, and he's taken down after a gain of about 6. Seemed to be Tito Wilson and DeAndre Taylor were the first ones to make the tackle. Now Michael Duckworth enters the game while Jonathan Spikes exits the game. Canisius is now going to be in shotgun formation. 2:10 here left to go in the first quarter. 2 running backs. He drops back, flips his hips. He has nowhere to go. He's going to the outside. James Yane eventually trips him up, and it seems that he got tripped up and dove for the first down. So it'll be another first down for the Canisius Crusaders. Now they're in Bengals territory at the 46-yard line.
Bengals need a big stop here. Canisius has been driving down the field with their great run game, so hopefully the Bengals can find a way to stop this.
Canisius is going shotgun now. They bring Eskridge in motion. They fake to him. They give it to Elijah. Elijah's taken down after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Jameer Church and Chris Maloney seem to be the first ones there. So now it's going to be 2nd and 8, 1:40 here left to go in the first quarter. Canisius lined up in shotgun, 2 running backs, 2 receivers split out right, 1 on your near side. He drops back, he looks to throw, double move, and he just throws it out of bounds. Covers there with Shamar Darling. He was all over that.
Shamar been a great cornerback for this Bengals team so far this year.
A minute 12 now here left to go in the first quarter. Canisius at the Bengals 45-yard line. It's a big down for the Bengals. Got to get a stop here. Now Canisius is going bunch formation with 3 tight ends in the game. Shotgun formation. The Bengals blitz. They sent 5, and he fires to number 4, and he makes the catch at about the 26-yard line. The catch was made by Jaden Clark, number 4 for Canisius, and gave him the first down.
That's a good matchup there. Jaden Clark and Shamar Darling. Shamar coming at 6 foot, 180 pounds, and Clark 5'11", 175.
So it'll be Canisius ball, first down and 10 at the Bengals' 24-yard line. They're going shotgun formation with Elijah in the backfield. They bring Jack Eskridge in motion. They give it to Elijah, and he's hit right away. Jameer Church with the loss of 2. That's a great play by Church.
Second down. One and a half. 1 3/4 next.
34 seconds here left to go in the first quarter. Canisius going I formation, 1 receiver on each side. Have 2 tight ends. Bengals showing blitz. They give it to the fullback, number 46, and he's just taken down. Oh! There was some extra stuff going on in the backfield after that play between Kelly and number 1, Kayvon Walker. And it looks like the Bengals are going to be the ones getting penalized for that one. Kelly pushed him to the ground. The officials are discussing it.
Definitely seemed like a little bit of a flop at the end of that play.
Yeah.
A little over-exaggerated.
There's going to be a personal foul on the Bengals. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. That really hurts the Bengals here because now it'll be Canisius ball. They get the automatic first down when it could have been 3rd and 13. But now it's going to be Canisius ball at the Bengals' 12-yard line. And that'll end the first quarter. Bengals up 3-0 on Canisius.
Seems like the key to stopping Canisius is the run game. So hopefully we can step up and really make a difference just by holding the middle down and not letting their running back get out of hand.
Bengals defense has played pretty well here, except for that last unfortunate play from Canisius. So now I believe number 88, Danny Joyce, is going to enter the game for Kelly Mickler.
Danny Joyce with a huge hit last home game against Akron Buchtel to force a fumble. Really sealed the game. Drove a lot of energy into that Bengals team for the upcoming week. Hopefully he can make an impact similar to that throughout this whole game.
Yeah, another one of those young guys really stepping up for the Bengals defense. For the Bengals defense, only 3 seniors starting this year.
They give to Elijah, goes up the middle, he bounces to the outside now, and he's pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 10 on the carry. Pushed out of bounds by Danny Joyce. So it's going to be first down for Canisius at the 2-yard line. Seeing that they're going no huddle. They're going shotgun. They just give it straight to Elijah, and he just jumps into the end zone here. Touchdown, Canisius. It was a direct snap to Elijah Kimball, the running back, and he just ran it in and jumped in for 6.
Now with 11:51 left in the second quarter, the Bengals offense is going to have to really go down this field and put some points on the board. You can't lose a big drive like this and not respond.
See what the offense can do here. Now the kick is good for Canisius. So now it's going to be 7-3. Canisius up, 11:51 here now left to go in the first half. That just shows how one mental mistake can really set you back in a game. Kelly Mickler with the mental mistake there, getting the personal foul, making it easier for Canisius to score.
There's John Jones, the sophomore defensive back, really having a big role in this Bengals defense, getting matched up against some tough wide receiver opponents.
Yeah, he's really stepped up this year so far. Can't ask much more from a sophomore playing at such a high level.
Another wrestler who also qualified for the state tournament this year along with Chris Maloney. So back to receive now for the Bengals is Chris Maloney and Luke Reed. Kicker for Canisius is Domenico Calucia. The run up and the kick. Seems to be a low kick. And it's going to be Chris didn't touch it and went in the end zone, so they called it a touchback. So the Bengals will start at their own 20-yard line for this first drive of the second quarter.
Definitely have to get the receivers back, giving them the ball, get some momentum going down the field in the second quarter. Our last home game against Buckle was all about momentum. In the second half, we really just started playing good Bengal football.
So the Bengals are going to go shotgun formation here on this first play. Rosaline at tight end, JJ and Palm split out right, Nemo your near side, Reed in the backfield. They give it to Reed. Reed cuts it up to the left side, and he gets about 8-9 on the carry. But he got slammed down there on his head. Yeah, that did not look fun. He got thrown down right on the top of his head. So Reed's going to be out for a couple plays. Maloney enters the game now. JJ and Palms on your far side. Rosalina at tight end. First under center, Nemo on your near side. Maloney in the backfield to give to Maloney. He stutter steps and he's taken down right away by number 26, Evan Dean. But they're going to give the Bengals a first down. He got just enough for it. Bengals seem to go a little quick there despite the injury of Luke Reed. Wanted to get to the line, snap the ball, get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Maloney in the backfield. First and shotgun. The fake to Maloney. First makes a man miss. And he's taken down by number 23, Amari Wallace, with the sack.
Definitely a big loss of yardage. We got to get this Bengals team back to at least within 10 yards on this next play to see if we can get something out of it.
Second and 26 now for the Bengals, and Reed re-enters the game as Maloney exits the game. Palm split out right, JJ and Nemo on your left side. First and shotgun formation. They give to Reed, and he's hit right away by number 46, Hunter Janzi, behind the line of scrimmage. Reed had nowhere to go. As soon as he got the ball, he got hit. So now that's going to push the Bengals back even further and make it 3rd and 21 now. Number 84, Luke Carlton, enters the game once again. Carlton lined up on your near side with JJ in the slot. First and shotgun, Reed on his left side. First drops back. He throws it up to JJ, and that's oh! In and out of the hands of JJ Baldwin. Number 27, Amir Hernandez, was there on the coverage.
Just fell right through his arms. He got a little bit on it, but it just the coverage by Canisius, he knocked it out.
That's a really good throw by Matthew First on that corner route while under pressure, getting the ball right to where JJ needed it to be. Hernandez just made a great play on that. So now here's Bryce to punt here for the Bengals. 9:13 left to go in the first half. Bryce with the kick. And it's rolling, and it gets down to about Canisius' 41-yard line. About a 40-yard punt there for Mayteen. So Canisius will now start on their own 41-yard line with 9 minutes here left to go in the first half. Score Canisius 7, your Bengals 3. Canisius is going to go 2 receivers on your right side, 1 split out left. Tight end, shotgun and quarterback in shotgun formation. They bring Jack in motion, but they give it to Elijah. Elijah just cuts it up the middle, and he's going, and he's hit, but missed tackle by Joe Morrison, thrown down by James Yane, I believe.
Yeah, nice way to get back. James Yane really missed tackle about 5 yards down, and definitely a great play by him.
So that's a 22-yard run for Elijah, the freshman. And now Canisius has the ball in the Bengals territory at the Bengals 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Canisius going trips right. Zimmerman drops back. He looks towards Ford, and he gets it to him, but he's hit right away by Shamar Darling. Shamar was right there as soon as he caught the ball to make sure he didn't get any extra unnecessary yardage. Reception by number 4, Jaden Clark. So Canisius is going to go trips right, 2nd down and 6. Shotgun formation, 1 receiver split out left. They give it to Elijah. He just hits it up the middle, and he is gone. Elijah Kimball just hit the hole and walked into the end zone. That puts Canisius up 13-3 against the Bengals. 7:43 here left to go in the first half.
Yeah, definitely a tough blow for the Bengals. You have 7:43 left in the second quarter, but your offense has been struggling a little bit and is not a good start to the second half that you wanted.
Bengals could use a big play here, a fumble, breakout run. I would look towards the senior leaders of this group, Shamar Darling, Luke Reed, to make one of those big plays and get the energy back for the Bengals.
Now it puts Canisius up 14-3, 7:43 here left to go in the first half.
Now to get back into this game, you just gotta get some. You just can't get 4 sacks. You know, you gotta stay within good range. You just gotta continue quick throws, good runs by Luke Reed.
Let's see what the Bengals can do here.
onto the field is 57 Gabe Heskamp, the junior.
Here to kick off now is number 13, Domenico Caloccia, kicking off for Canisius. Reed and Maloney are back to receive. The kick goes right through Maloney's legs once again. So it's going to be a touchdown. The Bengals will start again at their own 20-yard line with 7:45 left to go here in the first half.
Got to be careful with those short, low kickoffs that could take a weird bounce. You would not want to get pinned inside your one, or you would not want to get pinned short because one of those might hit off your leg.
Yeah, unlucky bounce. You gotta make sure the ball doesn't make contact with you and let it go past you.
So here come the Bengals now. Luke Carlton remains in the game. Reed in the backfield with first and shot. Under center, I apologize. With JJ in the slot and Palm split out right. They bring Rosalina in motion. They give it to Reed. Reed cuts it up, and he's hit again right away by number 60. Patrick Sullivan seemed to be the first one to make the tackle. Loss of about 1, maybe half a yard there, so it'll be second down and about 10 for the Bengals.
Darnell Johnson appears to be in some pain in that left ankle. Might have gotten rolled up on in that dog pile.
Yeah, as you said, Lex, he is hobbling around, getting to the line.
Darnell's not going to want to come out of this game, though. I know that much. Darnell is a warrior. He doesn't care what happens. He's still going to remain in the game. Play action pass. First gets taken down for a sack. Loss of about 11 there on the play, and a Canisius player seems to be down.
There's 6:45 left, 6:49 left in this second quarter. The Bengals kind of have to start playing a little bit quicker, throw this defense off a little bit. Just something to get yards, something to force this defense to make a big play, because they've sacked Matt First twice now, back-to-back.
Let's see if the Bengals can get the first down here, or maybe just make it 4th and manageable and go for it. Canisius player still seems to be down, though. He now sits up. He now gets up back to his feet. That's number 46, Hunter Jancy, the fullback.
Bengals 3rd and 23.
I think actually, yeah. Luke Carlton staying in the game because Nehemiah Seals is now done for the game. They give it to Chris Maloney on the outside. And there was very clearly a face mask there, but no penalty from the officials. So now the Bengals will have to force to punt. But yeah, Nemo's now ruled out of the game. He took off all his pads, and he's in a sling in his left shoulder. So Carlton is now going to have to step up and take over his spot.
Bryce's last punt was to Canisius' 41-yard line. Hopefully he can get another good punt.
Back to receive for Canisius is, that was a not the best punt by Bryce, but it rolls to about the 45-yard line. Another about 40-yard punt here for Bryce. Pushes Canisius back in their own territory at the 40-yard line.
Key thing is just not letting Canisius score again, because they do get the ball at after half, and you need all the momentum you can get, especially in a game that is your offense is not clicking.
Here comes Canisius now. Shotgun formation. They're going bunch on the right side. 3 tight ends in the game. The fake to Elijah, and they give it to Jack, and he's fast and he's going, but he's taken down first initially by Joe Moores, wrapped him up, and then Jonathan Spice came in and cleaned it up. About a 25-yard run there for Jack Eskridge. So now that puts them deep into Bengals territory at the 34-yard line. 6:20 here left to go in the first half. Bengals down 14-3.
These big runs by the Canisius team has been really killing us so far in this first half. Have not really had a response for this great run game by them.
Canisius now going trips left, but they give it to Elijah. They make him bounce it to the outside, and he gets to the outside. He's pushed out of bounds by 16 Joe Morse. They had him initially, but they just let him get back out to the outside and got a 10-yard run for another Canisius first down. Canisius going 2 receivers on the left, shotgun formation. They bring Jack in motion. They give him the ball on the end around. And he tries to cut through back upfield, but James Yane, after getting put to the ground, gets back up and makes the tackle right away for about a loss of 1 on the carry.
Jack Eskridge definitely being a force to be reckoned with here against the Bengals, as he's a pretty small player, listed at 5'5", 140 pounds. Maybe that's the speed that the Bengals aren't able to keep up with, and they're gonna have to break through that offensive line and get to him quick.
Looks like a timeout.
Call from Canisius. 10 now left to go here in the first half. Canisius now only has 1 timeout left remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, this Bengals team is definitely struggling with speed. As you said, Lex, cannot really seem to catch their running backs and their receiver, number 3. So we just got to keep them contained.
So here comes Canisius now. Canisius lined up in shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the right side. Number 3, Jack Eskridge, lined up in the slot. Quarterback drops back, he looks to the right, he pulls it down. There's a flag. Thank you for the holding call. Rush of a gain of about 5 on the keeper. There is multiple flags in the backfield. I believe it's going to be a holding call. Holding call on Canisius. I believe it was number 46, Hunter Jancy, holding Chris Maloney there. So that'll push Canisius back 10 extra yards. Now it'll be 2nd and 22, it looks like, from the Bengals' 36-yard line. Canisius has had a lot of penalties here just in the first half. That's been really hurting them this game. Second down now here for Canisius, 2nd and 22 from the 36-yard line. They're going 2 tight ends, 2 receivers split out right. They give it to Elijah. He cuts it up the middle. He gets hit by Jameer Church, but he breaks off of it, and he's running, and he's eventually pushed out of bounds by Chris Maloney after a gain of about 13 there. Third down now here for the Bengals, about 3rd and 7 from the 21 from the Bengals 21-yard line. Big down here for the Bengals.
Bengals fans getting loud.
Canisius is going shotgun formation with the fullback and running back lined up behind line. They fake to Jack. Quarterback moves to the right. He hits number 4, makes John Jones miss, and he walks into the end zone. Number 4, Jaden Clark on the touchdown.
And that one hurts a little bit. He was wide open on the right side. John Jones was the tackle and missed him as he cut in. And that will move the score 20-3, Canisius.
Now for the PAT try from Dominico. The snap, the hold, kick is right down the middle. So that puts Canisius up 21-3. Back to receive now is Luke Reed and Chris Maloney again. Bengals need to put some points up on the board now, being down 3 scores to Canisius. It's a big drive here for the Bengals. Let's hope we can generate some points on offense. Let the defense get back out there, stop them, and score again. That's the goal here for the Bengals. Take it one play at a time. The kick is another low one that goes to Maloney's legs once again in back of the end zone.
Now with 4:47 left in the second quarter, Canisius up 21-3 on the Benedictine Bengals. Gotta get some points now on the board. Build something to end this quarter and end the half on a good note.
Bengals will start at their own 20-yard line, first in shotgun formation. Oh, there's a whistle here on the play. Number 10, Teddy Cianco, is forced to exit the game here. I think he wasn't wearing his mouthpiece or something. They forced him to exit the game. They bring Rosalina in motion. Reed in the backfield. First drops back. It's a screen play. They give it to Reed. Reed cuts it across the middle. He dives forward, tackle made by number 4, Jaden Clark, after a gain of about 6 from Luke Reed. 4:35 and counting left to go here in the half. Bengals to the line now. JJ and Carlton on your near side. Carlton and slide Rosaline at tight end. They bring Reed in motion. Palms out on the right. First drops back. It's a low snap. He throws it up. He finds JJ. Oh my, thank you. JJ got tackled before the ball even got there. So it's going to be a pass interference call. Canisius, number 16. So now it'll be another first down for the Bengals here. 15-yard penalty, so it'll be Bengals ball at about the 35-yard line. 4 minutes left here to go in the first half. Bengals down 21-3. Bengals still have 2 timeouts remaining, while Canisius only has 1. JJ and Carlton lined up on your near side in a bunch. Maloney now in the backfield instead of Reed. They bring JJ in motion, excuse me. First drops back. He's looking. He doesn't have time. He throws it in the air, and it's directly to number 54, Aiden Mecca. And he's still going. Taken down by Carlton at about the 16-yard line. First team to just have lobbed the ball there. There's a flag on the play, though. Seemed to be after the interception, though. So I think the interception will stand.
A tough break for the Benedictine Bengals. Obviously try to get something going, and interception is not what we needed with 3:50 left in the second quarter.
There's a personal foul here on the Bengals. They call it unnecessary roughness. It's a second personal foul here on the Bengals. Unnecessary roughness. Now Canisius will start this drive on the Bengals' 9-yard line. Canisius going I formation with 2 tight ends in the game. Jaden Clark split out left. Elijah in the backfield. Quarterback falls off the snap. What? But
it seems like they ruled him down
before the ball got to the running back. So it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. So now it'll be 1st and goal here from the 10-yard line. Actually, the 11-yard line. They marked him down 2 yards.
I don't think so. They lost 2 yards.
With the clock winding down to 3:20, the Bengals need a really big stop, hold them at least to a field goal.
That'll be another touchdown for Canisius. Number 0, Elijah Kimball, once again with the touchdown. So that'll put Canisius up 27-3 on the Bengals now. I'll tell you one thing. Elijah Kimball he's here to play, even though he's just a freshman. Now the snap, the hold, the kick is right down the middle. So now Canisius is up 28-3 here with 3:10 left to go in the first half.
Ryan, what do you think that the keys are for this Bengals team to come back and get some momentum here, or what should the goal here be for the Bengals in this 3 minutes remaining?
That's a great question, Lex. You just want to continue the run game. You want to get some momentum back there. Get Luke Reed involved again. They've kind of been all over our run game so far today, so getting him would be very big. But also getting JJ some yardage. He's had a few close calls, but he's not gotten down anything for much yardage yet. But he's almost gotten a touchdown and the pass interference call. So 2 big things, and just hoping your defense can stop number 0 Elijah, because he's been a force all game so far, and that's leading to the 28-3 deficit so far in this game.
Thank you, Ryan. So now number 13, Domenico back to kick. And again, another sort of short kick to the Bengals. Another touchback, and the Bengals will start again at their own 20-yard line to start this drive. And here comes the Bengals offense, led by quarterback Matthew First. First line up in shotgun formation with Carlton and JJ on your near side. Reed in the backfield. They give it to Reed. Reed goes right up the middle. He breaks a tackle, and he's still going, but he gets taken down after a gain of about 13. Seemed to be by number 54 to make the tackle. Aiden Mecca to finish it off. And Luke Reed's hobbling off the sideline now. It's his left ankle, so Maloney enters the game. Three minutes now left to go here in the first half. This time they give it to Maloney. Maloney makes man miss. He's got the outside. He's going. He's going to the 50. He's to the 40. He gets pushed out of bounds by number 4, Jaden Clark, at the 36-yard line. First down, Bengals.
That is another great run, back-to-back by both running backs.
And Canisius uses their third and final timeout here of the first half. About a 30-yard run there for Chris Maloney. Just put his head down, and he was gone. There's the fire that the Bengals needed to start to get back into this game slowly. .240 now here left to go in the first half. After that huge run by Maloney, Bengals will set up at the 36-yard line. The Bengals have had Luke Carlton had to take on a big role this game, and Jeremy Aid we've seen a few times in there with the injuries to Nehemiah and Hobbs, both ruled out for this game. So now it's 2 receivers that the Bengals are down here.
Darnell Johnson also taking limited snaps after that ankle injury earlier in the game.
Maloney breaks it to the outside. He has not been taken down yet. Chris Maloney has always had to be pushed out of bounds, with Darnell being in and out of the game. Number 52, Jason Kelly, is now in the game, but there was a flag on the play. Seemed to be a holding call there on the Bengals.
Bengals offensive line seem to be picking up some steam here, getting those blocks for Chris so he can get out to the outside.
So with that holding call, it'll push the Bengals back to 1st and 20 after that nice run by Maloney at the 45-yard line. First lineup in shotgun formation with Maloney on his right side. The offensive line move there. The Bengals O-line moved there, just flinched a little bit, they said. So now that'll push the Bengals back to 1st and 25 now. First down is at the 25, and Bengals are now at the 50-yard line. First lineup in shotgun formation with Carlton on your near side. They bring Rosalina in motion. They give it to Maloney. Maloney puts his head down. He's trying to just move. He gets about 3.5 there on the play. Now it's 2nd down and about 21 for the Bengals.
Luke Reed has been checked back into the game. Hopefully he can get another big play like last time.
Finds Reed, but it's broken up by number 27, Amir Hernandez. Reed seems to be upset a little bit after that play. He feels that he had the touchdown and first led him a little more. So now Jeremy Aid enters the game once again as Rosalina exits the game. So now the Bengals are going trips right. Aid, Palms, and JJ on the right side. Carlton on the left side. Reed in the backfield next to First. First gets pressure. He gets rid of it. Throws it over Joey's head. So now that'll bring up 4th down and 21 for the Bengals now. So the Bengals have to bring out the punting unit with 1:40 here left to go in the first half.
That's another tough break for the Bengals offense. Not what you wanted at all. And now with 1:40, the Bengals will be punting.
Back to punting again is Mayteen's averaging about 40 yards a punt. It's another one that's looking like, oh, it has a bit of a backspin on it, now rolls forward again. All right, so pins it down at the 17, 16-yard line is where Canisius will start with 1:28 left to go here in the first half. With your score, Canisius 28, your Bengals 3. Kelly Mickler now re-enters the game after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, along with Tristan Wilson entering the game. Canisius gives it to Elijah. He has the outside. Dre misses the tackle, but he's still going to the 30. Makes Joe Morris-Smith, and he is going into the end zone once again. An 83-yard touchdown run for Canisius. The freshman Elijah Kimball once again with the touchdown. Elijah with his 3rd touchdown of the game now. That puts Canisius up now 34-3 on the Bengals. Snap, the kick is good. 35 Canisius, your Bengals 3.
Calicero's point entry. Good. 114. We made it in the half. 35-3.
So with 1:14 left in the second quarter, Canisius is up 35-3. Bengals defense have not responded well, and Canisius offense has been playing very well but leading by Elijah Kimball, the freshman, who's had 3 touchdowns on the day and just ran for 80-plus yard touchdown.
Back to receive for the Bengals is Luke Reed and Maloney once again. I assume it's going to be another one of those short kicks to try to have Chris touch the ball so they can pin him down. Now it's over Reed's head. So the Bengals once again with the touchback will start at their own 20-yard line this drive. The Bengals need a score desperately at this point, being down 5 scores now.
As you saw there, Benedictine actually does have more first downs than Canisius. Benedictine having 8, Canisius only having 7, but those big plays are hurting this Bengals team.
Canisius on all 35 points just in this second quarter. The Bengals ended the quarter 3-0, and now Canisius is just destroying the Bengals here in the second quarter. First lined up under center with Maloney in the backfield. It's a pitch to Maloney on the outside. He gets taken down after a gain of about 9 by number 10, Teddy Cianco.
And Emerson, that's definitely where that momentum that we spoke about earlier in the game comes into play with 35 points in this quarter. The Bengals a lot of times struggle to break other teams' momentum as well.
The pitch again to Maloney on the outside. This time he just runs out of bounds after getting the first down. 45 seconds left here to go in the first half. Bengals still have 2 timeouts. Canisius have no timeouts left. Maloney gets to the 36-yard line. First lineup in shotgun formation with Rosaline at tight end, Reed in the backfield, JJ and Carlton on the left side. The snap, first drops back. He's looking, JJ once again. He throws it up to JJ, and JJ taps it, but and then catches it on the second attempt, but out of bounds.
Baldwin's had a couple of those close calls there on that same sideline. Just waiting to connect on one of those. Those would be a huge play for the Bengals.
Yeah, that first to Baldwin connection has just not been there today so far. It usually is, and when it is, they are on. And
Fun to watch.
Yeah.
First lined up now here in shotgun formation once again. Reed on his right. 38 seconds left to go here in the first half. Quick pass. Just throws it over Reed's head. Seemed to be some miscommunication there. Reed went out for an arrow route. He didn't turn his head quick enough. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Bengals from the 34-yard line. Reed exits the game.
No, you're just the middle jerky. I was gonna switch you.
First lined up in shotgun with palms out on the right side. Carlton and JJ on your near side. Rosalina lined up at tight end. They just give it to Maloney. He cuts it up, makes number 4 miss, but he's taken down eventually by number 46 of Canisius, Hunter Jancy.
Baldwin slow to get up on that play.
Yeah, it looks like the play ran right into his knee and it landed awkwardly. But it looks like this clock is going to run out the first half. The Bengals are down 35-3. Let's see if this halftime can cause some answers.
Toss it there. Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's halftime. It's homecoming 2023. We direct your attention to the Bengals bench. On the scoreboard side, we have the team from 2003.
And now for the 1973 and 2003 state championship reunion ceremonies, we will hand the microphone over to Bengals PA announcer John Luskin.
Bengal history. These teams helped Benedictine become the only school in Ohio to win a state playoff title in each of 5 decades since the playoffs began in 1972. They also showed us that there's more than one way to get a state title. Let's begin with the 2003 team celebrating its 20th anniversary. 2003 team was dominating.
They finished with a school record 14-1 mark. Only a 5-point loss to St. Edward's marred their perfect season. Most notable victory in the regular season came when the Bengals dispatched nationally known Massillon 34-20 in the game that they played in Tigertown. But they also notched other impressive wins, scoring 49 points over Lake Catholic and Fremont Ross, 48 points against Akron St. Vincent St. Mary, and big wins over Walsh Jesuit and Villa Angela St. Joseph. In the playoffs, they scored 47 points against Big Red Steubenville and 44 against University School. Its powerful offense was the team's calling card with a school record of 497 points, an average of 33 points per game. But you could not overlook the tenacious defense. They held 9 of their 15 opponents to 1 score and shut out 4 people. They allowed less than 8 points per game. In the 12-0 state title game against Kenton, the Bengals notched its fewest points of the season, but it was enough to emerge victorious. Not only did the defense shut down Kenton's high-powered offense, averaging 33 points per game, it ended Kenton's 9-game winning streak. The team was coached by Art Bortnick and won the school's 5th state playoff title, but it was no fluke. The Bengals won the state title again in 2004, and that's a story for another year. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2003 Benedictine Bengals! Now let's go back to my time period. Let's look back to 1973, the state title journey 50 years ago. It was the second year of the state playoffs, and the only top team in each region made the postseason. Back then, there were no rules for ties in the regular season, and those points were tabulated into a team's computer total. The team took a circular route to the title. The difficulty of playing larger schools was evident and paid dividends by the season's end, but the team was determined. An impressive 14-0 win in the season opener over St. Joseph stunned the Vikings crowd to silence. Then came a rough patch, losing 2 of their next 4 games. With great resilience, they captured the championship momentum with a 0-0 tie at Massillon. It was the first time that Massillon had ever been held scoreless tie on their home field since 1945, 28 years earlier. With that boost, the Bengals ran off 3 straight wins, all on the road. Back home, they faced the #1 team in the Cleveland area, the Flying Eagles of St. Edwards. On a muddy field, the game ended in a 20-20 tie, but the Bengals took it to the computer bank. The last game of the season was against arch rival Cathedral Latin, ended in a 23-0 victory, which propelled the Bengals into the playoffs. Almost as importantly, it tied an all-time series mark at 2020 after Latin had won the first 15 games between the schools. In the first round of the playoffs, Lima Central Catholic fell to the Bengals 23-0. Next was the state title game against Irontown, which was riding a 19-game winning streak. But the second quarter, the Bengals were in control. And by the time they reached a score of 38-0, legendary coach Augie Basu had began substituting players to give everyone a chance to see game action. Irontown scored 2 late touchdowns to make the final score 38-13. But there was no doubt that the Bengals deserved to wear that state crown. History was made that night after the Thanksgiving, as Benedictine was the first Cleveland school to win a state playoff football title. The Benedictine community honors these alumni on these 2 teams from 1973 and 2003. They have played a big role in making Benedictine the home of champions, leaving a great legacy. Gentlemen, thank you for your compliment. We thank you for your continued support of Benedictine High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1973, the 2003 state champion team. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the 1973 team would like to make a presentation. The names of Coach Augie Basu and Coach Tony Russ are synonymous with championship teams at Benedictine and the standard of excellence on the field and in the classroom. The 1973 team would like to present Coach Tony Russ and Coach Basu's grandson, the principal of Benedictine, Dominic Finelli, with a token of their appreciation that was given to us and all the other young men 50 years ago. A passion for hard work, an unselfish attitude, and loyalty to each other. We are all better people today because of Benedictine and the support and the example and guidance that Coach Tony Russ has given us, that was provided also by the great Coach Augie Basu. Gentlemen, we thank you and God bless. And Jenny would like you to come to the car, Tony, right now. Okay, that's it. How would that go?
Ladies and gentlemen, the men of Benedictine.
field.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Hannah Westfield, Majorette instructors Gina Cobb and Jemiah Cobb, Senior Band Captain CC Masha and Sean Washington, we are proud to present the 2023 Benedictine Beaumont High School Marching Band. We open our show with an energetic song from 2017. This hit was written in 45 minutes while the group was taking a break from recording a different song. Here, Feel It Still by Portugal, the man.
Look at Izzy,
Let's go back to that championship year of 2003. This hit was the rap duo Outcast. It's been 9 weeks at #1 in the Hot 100. We invite you to stand up and dance as we shake it like a Polaroid picture. finally, our final song will feature our beautiful majorettes. Please enjoy I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. Ladies and gentlemen, your Benedictine Bingo Beaumont Marching Band, get up on your feet and put your hands together for the Benedictine Fight Song! The Crusaders will be getting the second half kickoff.
And we're back. Currently 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the halftime. The Bengals trail Canisius by a score of 35-3.
The Bengals have struggled offensively all half, have only put up 3 points, missed passes, 1 interception. Our running game has been there a little bit in and out, mostly during the game. Luke Reed has had some big plays, and so has Chris Maloney. It has just been an on and off night for this Bengals team, and we got to turn it on soon.
Luke Reed also seems to be dealing with a couple injuries, a couple inconveniences that have sort of added up over time. Chris Maloney seems to be stepping up big time this game, though, and I think those last couple drives, Chris showed a lot of potential to what he could do the rest of this game.
The Bengals have struggled with a lot of injuries this game, with Antonio Hobbs being hurt coming into this game, Nemo going down in the first quarter, Darnell being in and out of the game. There's just a lot of unfortunate things happening here for the Bengals.
Yeah, and just to keep in mind, 2 weeks ago against Bookdale, the Bengals did struggle a little bit, leaving halftime down, and then we did score 28 unanswered points.
Let's hope the Bengals can come out here and just start to take over this game one play at a time. That's one thing Coach Preves stresses about a lot, not looking too far ahead and try not to get too high in the game when you're up a lot. Don't get too low. Just try to stay in the middle throughout the whole game.
We definitely need to see that Baldwin to first to Baldwin connection. It's going to be a big part of this Bengals offense in the second half.
About 30 seconds now here till the second half kickoff.
This half, I definitely look for more runs by Chris Maloney and Matthew First and J.J. Baldwin to get that connection back together. That would be huge for the Bengals.
Definitely, and watch out for Canisius' Zero, who has been pretty much dominant all night so far. Elijah Kimmel, the freshman, has been dominant. He's 3 touchdowns.
All three big runs there.
His longest was like 82.
83 yards, yeah.
83 yards.
Big explosive runs where the Bengals have a hard time catching up.
Canisius will receive the second half kickoff. They won the toss and they elected to defer. It'll be Bryce Mayteen once again here to kick it off for the Bengals.
And let's hope this Bengals defense can hold during the second half. They definitely struggled against this good offense, and it's cost us.
Penalties has been a big thing for both teams because Canisius has multiple holding penalties, and the Bengals, it all started with the 15-yard penalty that let Canisius score their first touchdown of the game. The Bengals have been hurting themselves all game, just shooting themselves in their own foot. Got to limit the penalties. No turnovers can be allowed. And I want the Bengals to come out with some fire here. That's one thing we need. We've been mainly dead all game. Come out, have some fire, show that you want to play football, and it'll come back to you. Bryce with the squib kick goes directly to number 27, Amir Hernandez, and he makes a man miss, but he's eventually wrapped up And tackled down by number 6, Jameer Church at the Canisius 40-yard line.
And definitely a mix of kickoff kicks. Last 2 games ago against Bookdale, there was a lot of mixture of different kicks, onside kicks, squib kicks, and to the end zone. So you could definitely expect something different.
As of right now, the second half, there's going to be a running clock because of the score deficit. So Bengals now, time is against them. Canisius snaps the ball. They give it to Elijah. He's tripped up, but he stays on his feet for a gain of about 7, maybe 8 on the carry. It's about 7-yard carry, so now it's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Canisius.
Definitely Canisius going to be holding the ball as long as they can to drain this clock, to give this Bengals offense no time and run it out.
Canisius in shotgun formation here, 2 running backs in the backfield. Quarterback drops back to throw. He has all day to throw, and he hits number 4 across the middle. And he's taken down first initially by Luke Reed, but then Shamar Darling and Jonathan Spikes come over and finish it off. That's going to be a 1st down here for Canisius. That puts them in Bengals territory now. Luke Reed on the tackle there now enters the game here at safety. Clock keeps still running here. 10 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Canisius has the ball at the Bengals' 39-yard line. Canisius in shotgun formation. And there we go. Finally something from this Bengals defensive line. Elijah Kimball got the ball, and he got hit right away by DeAndre Taylor. Loss of 1 there on the carry. That's a big play for the Bengals. Bengals need to keep that up if they're going to have any chance here in this football game.
Yeah, we definitely not made enough defensive stops in the backfield. We've come close a few times, but we've missed good tackles that would have put Canisius back a few yards.
Canisius comes back out now, trips left. Quarterback in shotgun formation. Kimball in the backfield, sorry. They give it to him. He cuts it to the outside. Once again, DeAndre Taylor just grabs him from behind and throws him down. That's going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Bengals. The Bengals seem to think that they have the football. Bengals are saying they have the football. They claim he fumbled it. Let's see what the officials rule it. The officials say he was down by the time the ball came out. Well, anyways, it's going to be 3rd down and about 9 here for Canisius at the 38-yard line. Jack comes in motion. Quarterback drops back. Dre is there. He hits him, but Elijah gets the ball, and he finally gets taken down after a gain of about, actually maybe lost a yard there on that play. So now it's going to be 4th down and 10 here for the Bengals. 7:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's a good start for this Bengals defense. Is exactly what they wanted. A good stoppage on 3rd down to send the Bengal offense onto the field.
But Canisius here seems to be keeping their offense out there. I wonder if they're going to try that quarterback punt as they did earlier in the game in the 1st quarter. He drops back, he throws it, and it's broken up by Jameer Church. Pass was intended right away for number 1, Kayvon Walker, and the Bengals will set up at their own 40-yard line with 7:06 left to go here in the third quarter.
Great way to open the half there for the Bengals. Really, definitely needed that stop.
For sure, a good stop to start the second half. Bengals really struggled to stop Canisius in the first half when Elijah Kimball had 3 touchdowns.
Jeremy A now enters the game for the Bengals. He's in the slot position. Rosalina lined up at tight end, first and shotgun with Reed on his left. First drops back, he looks. The pass was intended for JJ, but he throws it a bit low and behind him. So it's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 now for the Bengals. 6:30, clock still running here. Bengals down 35-3.
The Bengals' pass game hasn't really been there, and they are definitely struggling without Nemo, who has been one of our top receivers this entire season.
First lined up in shotgun formation. Rosalina lined up at tight end. And they get number 23 of Canisius, Amari Wallace, to jump there. So now that'll be 2nd and 5 now here for the Bengals at their own 45-yard line, trying to generate some offense here.
So now with 5:45 left in the third quarter, the Bengals are on the 45-yard line.
They give it to Luke. Luke about to see outside. He's going. He's fast. He's to the 40. He's to the 35. He gets pushed out of bounds at about the 36-yard. Okay, I don't know about that. They say he was pushed out at the 38. It's a great run there by Luke Reed, though. Or, excuse me, 28. Clock still running here. 5:15 left to go in the third quarter. Luke Reed is fast, man. When he hits that hole, he is gone. You're not going to catch him. You have to get him at an angle there. And the Canisius player played it pretty well, reading him on an angle and pushing him out of bounds to stop the touchdown. First line up in shotgun, Maloney in the backfield. They bring Rosalina in motion. They give it to Maloney, and Maloney's hit right away, but he breaks the initial tackle, but then eventually is taken down by number 46, Hunter Jancy, and number 1, Kayvon Walker, for no gain, maybe actually a loss of 2, they call it on the play. So it's now Bengals ball at the 30-yard line of Canisius. Maloney remains in the game. JJ split out left with Palms and Aid on the right side. Bengals try to run a freeze play here. 4:20 left to go here in the third quarter. First drops back, he's looking, he throws it to JJ's side. JJ has one-on-one, and JJ just kind of lost the ball, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like a pass interference on number 10.
Teddy Ciancio there on the coverage, but it seems to be a penalty back on him.
He seems to have been everywhere on the field today, making a lot of big plays there for that Canisius team.
Holding.
Yep, holding on the defense. 5-yard penalty here. Clock is still running. 3:20 left to go here in the third quarter. $3:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Jameer Church now lined up at running back next to first. Jeremy Aid and JJ split out left. They give it to Church. Church is just running. He gets taken down by number 4, Jaden Clark. After first down, Bengals get it to about the 13-yard line of Canisius.
That's an interesting call by Coach Joe Prevesk. Definitely, I mean, Jameer Church has got the build to play pretty much any position on the field, especially if it involves running somebody over.
Reed re-enters the game now and running back. JJ has one-on-one coverage on the left side, but there's a flag on the play. They called, seems to be encroachment on Canisius. So that'll push them Bengals up another 5 yards. Bengals offense is moving, some with penalties, mostly big plays, though, here that the Bengals are getting. They're really turning it up this third quarter. 2:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Bengals have it at the 8-yard line. JJ has one-on-one coverage on the left side. Reed in the backfield. They give it to Reed. Reed makes a couple dance moves, and he dives forward to about the 4-yard line, gain of about 4 there. So now second down and goal from the 4-yard line. 1:55 now left to go here in the third quarter. Jameer Church re-enters the game as Reed exits the game. Wonder if they're just going to give it to Church and have him just run this full steam ahead and get in the end zone. First and lined up under center with Church in the backfield. They bring Rosalina in motion. They give it to Church. He bounces off a guy. He's still going, but he gets taken down. He's to about the 3-yard line. Taken down after a gain of about 1 there. First down, Bengals. First and goal. They give it to Church again. He gets just pushed back. He gets just pushed behind, way behind the line of scrimmage by number 46, Hunter Jancy. He's been there all night as well, all day as well. So now it's Bengals ball at the 6-yard line now. Second and goal, 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Church now lined up at fullback. Bengals in I formation. Reed in the back.
Timeout there by the Bengals.
Here now in the first quarter. Third quarter, sorry.
Now with 22 seconds left in the third quarter, this running clock has really killed the Bengals. Only one possession for each team. 2nd and 6. The Bengals have 6 to go. Let's see if they can punch it in, get something on the board for the first touchdown for the Bengals this game.
$245 is you just bought some Cheetos and a Coke. Ready one? A Diet Coke. She's buying the beer after. It's a Pepsi. Pay attention.
Bengals ball at the 6-yard line.
Second down.
Second down. Bengals in I formation. Church at fullback, Rosalina at tight end, Reed in the backfield. First gets tripped up a little bit. Pass was intended for, I believe, number 24, Augie Rosalina, but first kind of lost his footing there and just threw it in the direction. And that'll take it to the end of the third quarter. Bengals down 35-3 to the Canisius Crusaders.
I would say generally a change here for the Bengals, affecting them positively. That drive, I mean, it's ended up better than they have been in the past, the rest of the game. So I think we're seeing improvement here from the Bengals, growing up a little bit. So it would definitely be a teaching moment for the week.
The running clock is in fact killing the Bengals here, though. This is the first possession that the Bengals get this half, and third quarter's already come to an end. Darnell Johnson still seems to be limping a bit. He's played this whole this whole drive, but he does seem to be limping a little more still. Not fully back to how he is. But he's playing through it. So now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Bengals have both running backs, Reed and Maloney, in the backfield. 1st and shotgun formation. They give it to Reed. Then they give it to JJ on the end around, and JJ's in for the touchdown. That's a great play call there by the Bengals. They give to Reed, and then the end around back to JJ. Fooled the entire Canisius defense. Everyone was still going after Reed while JJ was walking into the end zone.
And that will stop the running clock for the Bengals.
Even fooled me a little bit. I was looking in the opposite direction.
Bengals now are going to be going for 2 here. Maloney exits the game while Carlton enters the game.
The first time Luke's been in this year. He's in there. He's at the spot. Nixon Baldwin.
1st and shotgun formation with Reed behind him. First drops back. He's looking middle, and he throws it to JJ. What? Thank you. JJ got his leg pulled while he was trying to go for the ball. 23 from Canisius. Amari Wallace seems to be a bit shaken up. He got pressure on first back there. Now Church and Rosalina enter the game as Aiden Carlton exit the game. Seems to be Bengals are adding bigger bodies in there. Maybe hinting at a run play here. Trying to punch it in. Make it 11-35.
Big D-line for Canisius. A lot of very tall dudes.
Bengals are going I formation. They give it to Church, and he just moves to the right, and he's in there. He didn't even get tackled. So Bengals get the 2-point conversion now. That makes the score 11-35. Bengals still down 24. 11:45 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
You definitely expect to see an onside kick here from the Bengals. Not much time to give up. They can afford to give up.
Try to get the ball back. Put up another 6.
Definitely whatever side Jameer Church and James Yane and Chris Maloney are on, I'd say that's the side that they're gonna choose, because those guys are gonna hit them hard.
Now Mate's set to make the kick. Sorry. Mate's set to kick. The run up. It's an onside kick. And it's recovered by number 9, Kyrie Wilkinson. Not a bad kick by Matein, just kind of falled right into his hands though.
And unfortunately, everybody did know the onside kick was coming. Bengals they can't afford to do a regular kick there.
So with 11:46 left in the game, the ball will be placed on Canisius' 49-yard line. Bengals hopefully will hold Canisius again, and maybe we can get another score.
Bengals give it to Elijah. He got the outside. He made a man miss, and he's taken down after a gain of about 22. He is
very quick.
Yeah. 3 first-half touchdowns. His speed is just killing the Bengals defense right now.
And he's not very big, although he's listed at 5'11". He is only 180 pounds. But that speed is definitely killing the Bengals.
Yeah, I really haven't had an answer for him all game. And Canisius is really abusing that power.
Canisius gives it to their fullback, number 46, Hunter Dancy, and he gets a gain of about 8 on the carry. Clock running, 11:05 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Canisius lined up in shotgun formation with number 3, Jack Eskridge, in the slot formation. Now they make 2 tight ends. They give it to Jack on the end around. He's got the outside, but he's wrapped up by Chris Maloney. It's a nice tackle by Chris, but it's enough for a Canisius first down. So that's going to be first out of 10 from the Bengals 17-yard line for Canisius. Canisius back in I formation now. Clock's still running. Canisius is, or never mind, clock is not running, I apologize. They give it to Elijah on the outside. Makes a man miss. He cuts it up the middle, and he is in for the touchdown once again. 4th touchdown of the day for Elijah Kimball. 5th touchdown of the game. Actually, I believe. He is just killing this Bengals defense right now.
And the Bengals will go back to a running clock once again with a score of 41-11.
No. I mean, like, you'll be able to move your... Yeah, 5 years.
The snap, the hold, and the kick. So now that puts Canisius up 42-11. 9:45 left to go here in the ball game.
We did. All right, ready one.
Maloney and Reed back to receive the kick now.
Definitely expect a low kick again, like he has been doing all game.
If I don't see Mr. West, tell him I say goodbye. How are your wife looking for you?
Very nice program. Thank you. Did you get a copy? Yes, I bought it. Okay. Thank you very much.
Number 13, Domenico Caloccia to kick it off again. And Reed makes a catch at about the 3-yard line. He's going. He's to the 35. He cuts it up. About a 40-yard return there for Luke Reed. Best return we've seen all year from the Bengals. But the clock is still running here for the Bengals. Time is not on the Bengals side in any type of way right now. Bengals lined up in shotgun formation. Aid and JJ on the left side. Reed in the backfield moves to the right side. First pump fake, fakes it, but ends up giving it to Reed. And Reed makes the catch at about the 50-yard line, fights for another 2 yards. It gets pushed out of bounds by number 54, Aiden Mecca, at about the 47-yard line. It's a pretty good play by the Bengals. First, remain calm there. he had a guy running at him full speed and just stayed composed and made the throw. Bengals go hurry to the line. They give it to Reed up the middle. There was a huge hole, and Reed hit it, and he got a gain of about 7 there. So that's a first down for the Bengals. Clock is still running. Reed exits the game as Maloney enters the game. First down, Bengals from the 41-yard line. 8 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bengals have 2 timeouts. Canisius still with all 3. JJ on your near side. Maloney in the backfield first and shotgun. They give it to Maloney. Maloney cuts it up. He gets taken down by the face mask by number 23, Amari Wallace. Maloney cut it up, and Amari just grabbed the face mask there. Max Lozier now enters the game for the Bengals as number 52, Jason Kelly, exits the game. So that's a 15-yard penalty on Canisius. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. So now first down for the Bengals at the 21-yard line. Max Lozier actually has a broken wrist, and he's got it all padded up, but he's still out there playing tonight at the right tackle position. Drops back, lobs it up for JJ, another hold. They've been holding JJ all game. They're not even letting JJ have a chance to go get the football because I think they know how well he can go up and get it.
If you let J.J. Baldwin get 1 or 2 good catches, he's just on fire.
JJ, I don't believe, has a reception tonight. He's been targeted multiple times, either getting held, pass interference, and they're doing everything they can, legal or illegal, to stop him. 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Canisius uses their Canisius uses their first of 3 timeouts.
I wouldn't have you, but that guy's in the way.
So with 6 minutes left in the game, the Bengals are on the 11-yard line. Hopefully can get another touchdown just to build some confidence back in this offense after having a struggle of a game.
Yeah, it's been a long game for the Bengals. In fact, injuries really killed us today. Xavier McKinney with the knee injury, Antonio Hobbs missing the game, Nemo going down in the first quarter, Darnell being limited after the first quarter. There's been a lot of Reed in and out after getting slammed on his head, his ankle getting rolled up. There's been a lot going on with this Bengals team today. That's just been a lot of unfortunate situations they've been put in. Well, now Bengals have the ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Church in the backfield now. They give it to Church. He's running, and he fumbles the ball. Stripped by number 46 of Canisius, Hunter Jancy, and Jameer Church ended up recovering the ball after he fumbles. Jason Kelly re-enters the game for the Bengals as Max Lozier exits the game. You see him with the wrapped up right hand. Maloney now into the game as Church exits the game. First under center, he pitches it to Maloney on the left side. Maloney forced out of bounds by number 4 of Canisius, Jaden Clark. But with the running clock still running. Bengals are trying to generate some points now. Try to get the offense going for these last 5 minutes of football. 3rd and 13 now for the Bengals at the 14-yard line. Maloney in the backfield on the left of first. Coach Previs changes the play. Palms has one-on-one coverage on the right side, and that's where he's going to go. But instead, he tries to get it to Maloney, but throws it way over his head there. So now it's 4th and 13 for the Bengals from the 14-yard line.
With 4 minutes left, the Bengals in these last 4 plays have really been struggling to find the open guy. Haven't really gained any yards since.
4 minutes now left to go here in the game. Canisius seems to be in man coverage, and they are, and he throws it up to JJ one-on-one. And JJ went up to attempt to get it, but JJ
hit the concrete there at the end of out the back of the end zone.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. He hit the fence. I don't care if you have the helmet on. He hit the helmet. Ready to. So it's hit square off the bars of that fence. Ready, fine.
JJ is. That's a scary play. JJ, when he got hit, didn't seem to move for a minute. Looks like they got his helmet off. Or no, they just. Oh. JJ landed on his shoulder. Wild seems to be a little dizzy after that play. Well, now Canisius has the ball, 1st and 10 from the 14. Canisius with the new quarterback in. He fumbles on the handoff, and the Bengals recover it. Number 18, Brett Petit, enters the game. In his first play in, he fumbles and gives the Bengals the ball back at the 9-yard line. Fumble recovered by number 21, Tristan Wilson here. Now with JJ out the game, Carlton enters the game. First lineup under center with Reed in the backfield. And once again, a Canisius player, number 12, Daryl Smith, does not have his mouthpiece in, so he's forced to exit the game. Clock still running with 3:10 left to go here in the game. Stretch play, they give it to Reed. And Reed got hit. Maybe a gain of about 2 on the play. Canisius player seems to be hurt on the play. Stops the clock with 2:43 left to go here in the game. Clock now running. First under center, Carlton has one-on-one on the left side with Reed in the backfield. Fake to Reed on the stretch. He has Rosalina. He hits him. Rosalina is down at the 1-yard line.
Great catch by Rosalina, and nice job by Matt First to find Rosalina coming across to the left side.
Staying composed there. First under center going to QB sneak, and First is no signal yet, but they're giving him the touchdown. So touchdown Bengals. That makes the score 17-42 and stops the running clock now. The snap, the hole, kick is perfect by Bryce Mateen. Now that makes the score 18. Bengals 18, Canisius 42.
I thought you meant the one before. Okay.
2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Canisius 42, Bengals 18. Mateen set to kick it off here. Mateen, another little onside squib kick, and it's fumbled a bit by number 9, Kyrie Wilkinson, but eventually he handles it and downs it at Canisius' own 42-yard line. So with the score, I expect to see a couple new faces on here in the defense. 88, Daniel Joyce enters the game, as long as Luke Carlton enters the game. Kelly Mickler re-enters the game. Jonathan Spikes enters the game. Sean O'Connell enters the game. And number 35, Patrick Shea, enters the game for the Bengals. Number 18, Brett Petit, back into the game after that first snap fumble on the exchange with the running back. Number 27, the running back, Amir Hernandez, gets the carry, and he's taken down by number 25, John Spikes, and 88, Danny Joyce. And now number 33, Yamil Relio, enters the game for the Bengals. 1:30 left to go here in this football game. Canisius going 2 running backs on each side. They give it to 27. He cuts it up, and he's taken down by number 25, Jonathan Spikes, once again on the tackle.
Looks like an injured guy for Canisius.
He's going to stop the clock here with 1:03 left to go in the game. Seems to be number
27, Amir Hernandez.
Jonathan Spikes has made a few pretty good plays today here in this game. He's a sophomore. He's been in and out of the game all throughout these 6 games.
I would go 3-5, but I like that.
Yeah, he's breaking down. Yeah, he's breaking down. I think that's positive.
You want to see
Hernandez still down for Canisius. Hernandez seems to be his ankle, his left ankle, getting assisted off the field while still wobbling and limping. Now he's getting carried off the field. Canisius ball, 3rd down and 7 at the 45-yard line now. Clock running now for Canisius. Quarterback keeper for number 18, Brett Petit. And they give him the 1st down. First down, Canisius, 45 seconds left to go in the ball game.
And obviously this is a tough break for the Bengals team coming off a really good win.
Canisius seems to be lining up for another play rather than just... Never mind.
And that will do it for the game, with your final score being the Canisius Crusaders 42, Benedictine Bengals 18. The Bengals' next game will be against Erie Cathedral Prep here at home at Euclid Stadium.
The Bengals fought hard to the end, even though it's not the outcome we wanted. There's a lot of improvement the Bengals can work on, and next week, hopefully, we can show that.
From all of us here at the Bengal Sports Network, we appreciate you watching. We also appreciate everybody here on the staff. Stats by Will Milan, director Caleb Bartlett, as well as switcher Caleb Bartlett, audio by Justin Davis, scorebug and graphics by Patrick Lloyd. All cameras operated by Calvin Dempsey, Will Lloyd, and Brian Devers, respectively. Photos by Will Hall and Johan Serrano, and halftime photos by Will Milan. We also appreciate Brian Devers, the moderator of this media club. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week.